guys, it is Jennifer from LuLaRoe by Jennifer and Ellen, and I am here today for the Lindsay styling video that I've been promising you guys that it was coming. It is finally here. So I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about the Lindsay, how to wear her, how to style her, and then I'm going to end the video with a few unconventional ways to rock her. So this is a size small Lindsay. It is in the slinky, so this is a small slinky Lindsay. As you know, Lindsay's come small, medium, large, and then if you want the size down, you can also go down to the Bianca. Size 3 Bianca fits great for an adult up to like a size 8. But this, what I'm wearing right now, is a size small Lindsay in the slinky. And so you can wear it just down like this. If you really want to have that really awesome full flowy effect, just put your Lindsay on and go with it. If you want to maybe make it a little more form-fitting, so it's not so flowy, and I know a lot of people always say that the Lindsay's a little bit too big for them. Well, I'm going to show you a trick to make it smaller. So you always see people that tie the ends, and yes, you can tie, you know, if you want to, you could go ahead and just put a little knot. I'm going to do it right at the ends just for a second. So this isn't really going to take it in that much. It's still going to be very form-fitting, but it does take it in a little bit. But if you really want to get in, you know, get it a little more form fitting, what I do is I take it and I pull it out. So I'm taking the fabric and I'm literally pulling it so that it's taut against my back. And then all I do is I'm dropping the one side and I'm tying a knot all the way back against my body where, when I pulled it, where it hit. So you do the same thing. So I pulled my fabric and kind of where it hits my body is where I'm tying my knot. And I'm one of those people, if you want, you can leave your little knots hanging down. They sometimes drive me crazy. So what I do is I take my end, my little flap that's hanging, and I just wrap it around the knot and tuck it into the back. So then you don't even see the hanging piece. But sometimes, you know, I like it hanging. So it depends on my mood. But there you go. So now you can see I have the knots that are, they're against my body, and it took all that extra fabric in. And now it's a little bit more form-fitting. It's not as full. So this is a great way for you to kind of tighten it up a little bit if you don't want to wear your Lindsay and have that full effect. Another thing that you can do as well, let me just untie my knots. Super easy, super simple. If you just kind of want to give yourself a little bit of shape, is I always take it and lift it up a little bit over, kind of up over my bum, and then just kind of do an easy little tie. And then again, it's going to bring in your waistline. It's going to bring the back up a little bit so it's not as long, and it's just going to kind of give you a little bit of shape. So that is another way that you can kind of just, easy little tricks that you can do to kind of change up the shape of the Lindsay. Another really fun trick that you can do, this is a great trick too if you want to size up. You can do it in your normal size, but you can also do it in a size up. Fantastic in the slinkies, because the slinkies do have crazy stretch to them. So they're probably the fabric that I would recommend doing this trick the most in, but you can definitely do it in some of the other sizes. If you know, if you normally wear a small, you can do this trick in like a medium, in a lace, or a chiffon. So kind of play around it and see what works for you. But this is the slinky again in the small. I am again taking my ends and I'm lifting it up over my bum. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it into a wrap shirt. So I'm taking my ends and I'm wrapping, and I'm taking it and I'm just tying the ends behind my back. I'll turn so you can kind of see. So I'm just taking it and I'm tying the ends just in a little knot. If I can get it to tie. There we go. All right, so I just tied it in a knot, and then I'm going to kind of adjust it a little bit, play with my, there we go, play with my flaps a little bit, play with the ruching, and then you've created a really cute wrap style shirt dress. And as you can see, I'm wearing it over the Julia. So I've created almost like a shirt to kind of go with a, kind of looks like I'm wearing a Cassie. So cute little thing that you can do to kind of change up the look of your Lindsay. Now if I can get the knot out, I'll show you the next trick. There we go. All right, so another thing that you can do with the Lindsay is to flip it and wear it backwards. So I would not recommend doing it with this look with one. This particular Lindsay, as you can see, does have a back seam. I would suggest doing this with one that does not have a back seam. There are Lindsays out there that don't have that seam. So this is definitely a look that I would recommend for that. So you guys all see those shirts, they are everywhere, that have the open back. So this is a way to kind of get that effect. So put your Lindsay on backwards. You're going to do the same thing that I showed you before, where you kind of lift it up a little bit. And then all I'm doing is I am tying it behind my back. That is it. Super easy, super simple. Just tie it behind your back. And again, if you're going to do this look, I would not do it with, you can really see the seam. I would not do it with a Lindsay that has a back seam. We actually didn't have a Lindsay that has a back seam. So, but there you go. So I am now playing with it a little bit. I'm fixing the ruching, and then I tied it in the back. You could do this with a really cute tank top. If you had a really cute bralette, you could wear this and have a really cute bralette over it. Super cute over a bathing suit. You could put a belt on with it as well to kind of give you that, you know, that distinct waistline. So a lot of different cute ways that you can rock the Lindsay backwards. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, I have one other trick with just the Lindsay. If you want to bring it in a little bit, and you want to also bring up the length of the back, because as you can see, the back of the Lindsay is it is definitely longer than the front. So one of those tricks, and you guys have seen everyone do this, I am doing the rubber band trick. So I'm grabbing a tuft of that fabric in the back, my little tiny little rubber bands, and I just cinched it in a little, and you can see how much it lowered the back of my Lindsay, and it also brought it in a little bit. So that is another cute little trick that you can do to kind of pull the shape in and make it not so full, or if you really want to shorten the length of it. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about layering, because I think some people think that Lindsay is your outer piece and that is it. So not the case at all. I am going to show you 1,000 different looks that you can do with the Lindsay. So the easiest thing to do with the Lindsay is just to layer her. Throw her on under a jean jacket or a moto jacket. Like, my favorite thing is lace and leather together. So it would be so cute if you had on a lace Lindsay and threw on the cute little cropped moto jacket. Oh my God, it would be amazing. So definitely don't be afraid to layer. And what I love about when you put the Lindsay on with a layering piece like a jean jacket or a moto jacket or a little cute cropped jacket is I love how it just kind of, it just lays so nice. I mean, I love the pop of color. It sits nicely underneath the back of your jacket. Really, really a cute look. So don't be afraid to pair her under other pieces that you have. Now I'm going to show you pairing it with a Sarah. So this is another thing, and people say it all the time. How do you wear a Lindsay underneath the Sarah? Girl, I will show you. Okay, so you have these full sleeves, and people always say, how do you fit the sleeve inside the Sarah? Well, first off, if your Sarah is skin tight on your arms, that's not going to be the Sarah that you're going to want to do this with. You're going to want to have one that has either has stretch to it, or that has the sleeves on your Sarah to be a little bit looser. And it doesn't be loose, it just, you need a little room in there. So what I like to do when I put my Lindsay underneath my Sarah, remember back in the day when we used to French cuff our jeans? So that's what I kind of do. I pull the fabric down, and then I fold it, and I do just a tiny little tuck. I'm not really folding it up. I just want it to hold while I put my sleeve on. So then you put your sleeve on, and if it comes undone, it comes undone. It's really meant so that it doesn't bunch up in there. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm pulling my fabric, folding it, and I'm literally just doing a tiny little tuck underneath my sleeve, and then put your Sarah on. Oh, there you go. And there you go. And now you have your Lindsay underneath your Sarah. And you could, one of my favorite things to do, I know you guys have probably seen me do it 1,000 times, is I love to tie up the ends of my Sarah to shorten them up a little bit. So you could totally rock it like that. You could go ahead if you want to. You could tie up your Lindsay as well. Lots of different ways that you can kind of play around and get different looks with layering your Lindsay and your Sarah. Another cool thing that you could do is underneath your Lindsay, go ahead and put a joy. So put your joy on, then your Lindsay, and then your Sarah. And then you're really going to have a fun of different, a ton of different options and, versatility in your outfits. You could knot it up. So there's tons of different ways that you can pair these. Don't be afraid to layer your Lindsays. Don't be afraid. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to throw this over here so I don't need it again. I am going to show you what it looks like when you put a joy underneath your Lindsay. Let me put this down for a second. So grab any joy. You could do lace. I love lace with I love lace with pretty much anything. Let's just be real. So I have a knit joy. So this is going to be a knit joy, and I'm putting it with my Lindsay. Super cute if you just want to wear it down. You can go ahead and tie your ends of your joy up if you want to shorten it up. Now, if I was wearing I should have brought a Cassie down. If I had a Cassie, what I would do is I would put my Cassie on, and then I would tuck the back of my joy into my Cassie, so that when you have your Cassie on, you don't see that tail flap hanging. And then this is a really, really, really awesome look, because it kind of almost gives you the look that you're wearing a vest, and then you have that really awesome cardigan kind of style look. So this is a way to pair your joy underneath your Lindsay. Now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about upsizing. So there's no reason why, here is my medium. So I'm putting on a medium Lindsay. There's no reason why you can't size up in the Lindsay. So the most important thing about wearing the Lindsay and wearing her properly, no matter what size you're wearing, whether you're wearing your size or you're sizing up, you have this, I'm going to step in for a minute, you have this shoulder seam. You want to make sure that that shoulder seam is sitting on your shoulder. You don't want it coming down here. You don't want it being crazy far back here. You want it sitting on your shoulder. Okay? And then, so if I wanted to wear, like there was a print that I absolutely loved and it was a medium and I'm really a small, I would still get it, because you know why? Remember that trick I showed you about pulling the sides in? So go ahead and do that. And you're going to pull your sides in, tighten it up. Now, look what happened. It totally tightened up the back of that back of that Lindsay, and it's not as full as it used to be. And I could totally rock this. The other thing that you could do as well is take that same trick that I showed you, and tie it up, and that too is going to pull in that extra fabric. You just need to make sure that these are sitting on your shoulder. So another cool trick that you can do is take your Lindsays and layer them. So this is the chiffon Lindsay, and then I have the lace. I love wearing the lace as a layering piece over other pieces. I'll wear it over a joy. I will wear it over, I'll sometimes wear it over a Sarah. I will kind of layer it over everything, because I'm going to come in so you can say, I love that you get that effect of that other color underneath popping through. So here I have a medium Lindsay underneath, and I have a small Lindsay on top, and it gives you a really, really cool effect. And then again, you can do all those really cool fun tricks. You could, if you want to tie the outside up, you can go ahead and do that. One of the other cool tricks that I like to do sometimes I don't want this so much in the front. I kind of want the effect of the flow, but not so full. So what I will do is I will take it, I'm just taking my ends, and I'm literally taking it and I'm tying it behind my back. That's it, just tying it behind my back. And then let it go. And then you're gonna kind of get that fullness. I'm gonna take this off for a second. So you kind of get this really cool drapey effect. Kind of reminds me a little bit, almost like a little capelet. Super cute. So you still have that fullness and that flow, but you get to see a little bit more of your figure, which sometimes you don't want that overpowering Lindsay on. And again, this is another great option. So now I am going to show you 2 out-of-the-box ways to wear your Lindsay. So the first is, let me grab my Lindsay again. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going back to the slinky. Again, you can do this with really any fabric. I'm just a sucker for slinky. I like anything that comes out in the slinky. All right, so here we go. I have my small Lindsay. Take it and like you're gonna tie it around your waist, like it was a sweatshirt. So I have my sleeves here, and then I'm taking it. So see how it tucks in a little bit, so that you don't have. I want all the outside of the fabric to be showing. So that's all. I'm gonna show you one more time what I just did. So take your Lindsay, take it behind your back, bind your sleeves, and then I'm taking it and I'm flipping that front part under so that it's all the outer fabric that you're seeing. Now I'm going to turn it so it's on my side, because I want to tie it on my hip here. This is a super cute something you can do for like a bathing suit cover up. If you want to wear it as a, you know, as a regular Lindsay to go, and then, you know, maybe you want to go to lunch and you want a little more coverage or something, go ahead. So all I'm doing is I'm tying my sides together. So I'm going to do it one more time. Took my arms, and all I'm doing is just tying them. That's it. And then just kind of play with this until it lays, you know, how you want it to lay. And now you have this really, I'm going to step in just for a second so you can see it. You have this really, really gorgeous like ruching effect going on here. You have this little slit right here, so you could totally do something like this over in Julia like I did, so that if it does open, you know, you will have coverage. But it's a great bathing suit cover up. You know, you just want to go out to eat, throw on a little tank top, or even just with your bathing suit top. Really, really cute look. So this is a great way to, you know, do something a little different with your Lindsay. And then the last fun trick I'm going to show you is how to turn your Lindsay into a scarf. So all you're going to do is take your Lindsay, grab it in the middle, and put it over your neck. And then I like to, before I even start, kind of just get it to lay so that the outer fabric is all showing as opposed to the underneath. And then you're going to want to find your sleeves. So here's my sleeves. So all I did was put it around my neck, and I found my sleeves. Now what I'm going to do is take my sleeves, and I'm going to tie them just once. You could do it twice if you wanted to. I personally like the way it sits better doing once. And then you just kind of fluff it. And now you have this really super cute, I'm going to come in for a second. You have this really super cute scarf. So a great way, so if you're wearing it and you want to just mix it up a little, you're going on vacation, grab your Lindsay, because you can wear it as a bathing suit cover up, you can wear it as your sweater, you can wear it as a scarf. So many different ways to wear the Lindsay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. Don't forget to, you know, hop on over and join us on our Facebook page. It is www.mamaswithflair.com. We have so much fun over there. Let us know what videos you guys are looking for next, because I love to hear what you guys want to see. So have an awesome rest of the day. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.